And tonight, Ebola has come roaring back into the news. All it took was a suspected case in the nation's largest population center, New York City. A doctor has been hospitalized here in New York tonight. He is sick, and he is just back from treating Ebola patients in West Africa. While there have been a number of false alarms in recent days, the risk of an active Ebola case in the crowded home to 8 million people has indeed set off alarms, and this case is being taken seriously. NBC's Katie Tur is outside Bellevue Hospital, where the doctor, who is now a patient, is being treated in isolation. Katie, good evening.
And Brian, NBC News has confirmed that the patient has tested preliminarily positive for Ebola. What city officials tell us is that he is a 33-year-old ER surgeon from Columbia Presbyterian. He just returned from West Africa treating Ebola patients there. And this morning he called the health department with a 103-degree fever. Sources tell NBC News Dr. Craig Spencer called the Department of Health at 11:52 this morning, complaining of fever, nausea, and fatigue. The DOH then called 911, and emergency workers determined his symptoms were consistent with Ebola and sent a hazmat team to rush him from his Harlem home to Bellevue Hospital.
Weeks and weeks of preparation have paid off, and a very seamless operation was undertaken today.
Dr. Spencer has been back in the U.S. for 10 days since working with Doctors Without Borders in Guinea, Africa, where he was treating Ebola patients. In a statement, the organization said the individual engaged in regular health monitoring and reported this development immediately. This afternoon, the White House was also briefed.
It's very preliminary from what I understand right now, and this is an individual who is being evaluated.
Sources say Dr. Spencer did not self-quarantine until he started feeling sick this morning, adding that last night he took a taxi from Manhattan to a bowling alley in Brooklyn. The New York Health Department said it is tracing everyone the patient has had contact with to see if they are at risk. And now sources say his girlfriend is in quarantine. Tonight in Harlem, Dr. Spencer's apartment is sealed off and his neighbors put on alert. Pamphlets have also been distributed as a precaution. Bellevue Hospital has been designated as an Ebola treatment center in New York City. Last week, it showed reporters the steps it has been taking to prepare. Columbia Presbyterian says that Dr. Spencer has not seen patients, has not been back in their ER since he's been back from West Africa. The CDC will now confirm those results. Meanwhile, health officials out here, Brian, are very much on edge.
Katie Tur here in New York tonight, starting us off. Katie, thanks.